Good day. My name is Dr. June Valera. I am an orthopedic surgeon and I work here at the Tibo Cure Hospital. We are a charity hospital and we do pediatric orthopedics here. We treat a lot of congenital deformities, even cleft lips. We also have partners, plastic surgeons who do that for us. We have been in a good partner of Manna Ministries, and they have helped us a lot with our patients. What they do is they bring patients who come from the mountains, or just people who go into the city. They need help. They just don't know where to go, how to do it, who to go to. That's why we're here. So when they bring us kids with orthopedic cases, patients with deformities, we help them. And a lot of them really, they live quite far from here, so they actually don't have places to live in. And sometimes we have to do continuous physical therapy and just follow up. So Manna Ministries, as our partner, hosts them in Balaydang, Panan, which is really quite near from here, less than probably a kilometer. So which really works well. When we have patients who needs consistent follow-up, and this is where the ministry or this Manna ministry is very, very helpful. Because a lot of times, we cannot host them here. We're a hospital, and sometimes on weekends we don't have patients, so we're closed. So where do we put these patients? This is where they come in. And more importantly, I think pointing people to the right place. Like, for instance, these pediatric patients that need orthopedic intervention, they partner with us, they bring them here, and so we can help them. Also, this is where our partnership really blossoms when we want to do more and help more. A lot of people come, sometimes a lot of them really, they need our help, but with that also entails a lot of finances, because when they stay at Balaydang Panan, of course they have to feed them. And Filipinos, when they go, they usually don't go alone. Sometimes a family member goes with them, or even sometimes the whole family, even kids, they bring their young ones. So if you host one, you host everybody. So that's where finances would be very helpful. I think really to be able to have a specific objective of really helping these people, not just physically. This is what Cure believes in. We believe that healing changes everything. So when they come here, we treat them, allow them to heal physically. At the same time, we nurture them spiritually, so they get a complete healing. So they get their physical healing, their spiritual healing. But after that, the more critical part, especially on the spiritual side, is when Manna Ministry comes in, follows them up, nurtures them, feeds them with God's Word, and then allows them to be not just hearers of God's words, but already bearers, so that when they go back to their community, they can even bring the word of the Lord, the saving grace of Jesus with them, and also be witnesses to their community. And it's sad to say that initially when our Department of Health in the Philippines talked about the ratio of a doctor and the number of people or the population, it is said that that was probably in the late 80s or the early 90s, that one doctor, there should be at least one doctor for 20,000 people. That's still too many people. But there are so many communities in the Philippines that does not have doctors. For example, Jose Abad Santos, which is probably 5, 6 hours from Davao City. They don't have a doctor. They have a population of probably between 50 to 100,000, and they don't have doctors. They're even separated. Some of the smaller communities are, this is a fishing village, are divided into islands. So I have even heard stories that there was one patient, or this did not just happen once. There were patients who were dying, brought to the hospital, and the doctor was not there. So what they end up, they ride again through their small canoes or bancas, as we call them, go back to their homes and just accept that, well, if it's your time to die, you die, just because they don't have doctors. And the same is true. The ratio of doctors now is at least between 1 is to probably 100,000. So we need more doctors here. In Davao City, there's only one medical school. But now, recently, there's another medical school who opened up. So we're hoping that we can have more and more students. We can sponsor more and more students who would go into medical school and go back to their community and serve. And hopefully they can be partners. I think as a doctor, it's very important that we start early and then we continue our partnership, because it's just so sad and so difficult to see the problem and not do anything about it. Tibo Cure, we are here to help children. However, for those people who are very far from here, they cannot even get a single doctor to see them when they're sick. So yes, we need help, and we want to continue serving in the best way that we can.